Hi, Kayden. How are you?
Hi Tina, I'm great. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. And thank you so much for being our first interviewee for Spark Spotlight. Great to have you today. So, yay! And just for those watching, we just wanted to share a little bit about this new series. So, we are introducing you to some of the Sparks, obviously at Sparkline. So, I'll be introducing you to some key members from our business development team and our technical team as well. And we'll be asking them a set of questions and hearing about their feedback and experience around working at Sparkline and obviously sharing about what they do on their day to day. So, again, Kayden, really, really happy to have you and very, very excited to feature you for this first episode on the series. So, I think just as a really good starting point, great to kind of share your full name again and maybe tell us a bit about the role that you do here at Sparkline.
All right, yeah, thank you so much for introduction, and I'm really happy to be here. So I'm Kayden Tan. I'm a senior technical integrator in Sparkline. So essentially, my role requires me to, I'll just keep it short. Work with the tech stack of our clients. I also provide consultation, um, help for clients in terms of how they can make use of a tech stack to its full efficiency and then full productivity as well. And at the same time, provide analysis pieces that comes with working with the tech stack, and how we can make use of all the different technologies to kind of exploit each other. So that would be a general understanding of what my role does. Yeah,
Cool. So not a lot then.
it's a lot.
I'm
I'm just
joking.
simplifying it.
I'm joking. Well, thank you for sharing a bit more about your role.
Yeah,
But
welcome.
would you mind telling us a bit about yourself, like, obviously outside of your role, and could you also share a bit about how you ended up working at Sparkline?
Yeah, sure. So I want to tell the funny story of how I got into Sparkline. So,
Okay.
I was actually approached through an agency. So it's just the usual, agency kind of flow. So what was the funny thing was I actually had my interview with Sparkline in the forest. So
In
my
the
previous
in the
yes, in
forest.
the forest. So in my
Oh
previous
wow.
role, I was a data analyst, but I was working with the Singapore Army,
Right.
and we support army exercises. So it's a kind of like a live exercise, data analysis support kind of thing. So actually had the interview while I was in the middle of the forest in Mandai.
Oh my God, that's
And
crazy.
yeah, it's really exciting.
I'm glad there was reception at the
Yeah,
time.
yeah. Yeah, I was surprised there was a reception as well. I think God just wanted me to get this role.
Oh, there you go. Cool. No,
Yeah,
that's
so
definitely a unique location for
yeah.
sure.
So yeah, that's how I actually got the role, and yeah, so it was through the agency, and through the usual interviews and stuff like that. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Um, and I guess if you could just share a little bit about your day to day at Sparkline. You kind of gave us a general idea of
Yeah.
your role and some of the activities and engagements that you do for Sparkline. But are you able to sort of walk us through a day to day
Yeah.
in the life of Caden?
For sure. So life of cadence, first thing I do is check my emails for sure.
Okay.
After checking my emails, obviously jokes aside, we'll be looking at what the clients are looking for, probably tasks at hand. So daily there's usually different clients that we handle, being a consultancy that we are. We hold many clients as myself, I'm a principal consultant for probably like at least two clients. And with that comes with a lot of tasks that come along with that. And what I mean by tasks, it could be related to integration, it could be related to tagging the sites, data hygiene, analysis pieces, and also optimization needs and requirements. Right. So there are many different ways in which you can make use of your tech stack
Mm,
to fully get the data that you need that can make your business decisions, essentially making insightful decisions based on the data, and we want to make sure that we have that for all our clients. So in terms of day to day,
mm,
as I mentioned, we have those tasks, but the second side of it is actually looking at the data that exists in these text in these kind of texts, And then things like Google Analytics, Google um, Optimize. You have many different reports that you can make use of, and you can kind of take a preemptive approach into how you can take that data to make a business decision or influence a business decision for the client. So it's kind of like, I would say, two parts. One is the task at hand. The other is looking into the future. So yeah, that would be my day to day.
Okay, cool. No, thanks for that
Yeah,
walkthrough. And it sounds like, yeah, like going into that bigger picture is quite a crucial one, isn't it? Because I think
yeah,
normally if you talk about your day to day, it's always like the reactive stuff. But
yeah,
it's great that, you're sharing about almost the strategic side of things that you work with the client as well. So that's always good to hear. Um, and how would you describe the company culture? You've been with us for over a year now, I think, right?
yeah,
So how would you? I feel like you've got a good sense of the Sparkline culture life.
yeah.
How would you describe it in your own way?
Yeah, so they say time flies when you're having fun. I know it's cliche, but it's kind of like, I didn't even feel that the year has passed because
Yeah,
it's really fun working at Sparkline. So what I mean by that is, there's a lot of freedom, right? So because we are just very productivity driven, we're just looking at essentially the well-being of the employees, and personally myself, I've never felt that I was overwhelmed. I always felt that there's a lot of fun to be had when I'm in the office, even when I'm not in the office. On Friday evenings or close to evenings. Tina, I think you're very familiar with all the TGIF games that we have played.
yeah.
A lot of
Well, you're
crazy
you're
times.
you're our quiz master now.
Yes, I am. I am.
Yes.
Many different games. Like I think we had quite a couple of
Yeah,
Scribble IO sessions. Yeah, and so it's just really fun, and it gives us a lot of opportunities to bond. And then when you get to bond, it kind of makes the professional setting a bit easier as well.
yeah,
So when it's a bit easier, it's easier to get the brain juices flowing when you're going through a brainstorming session. Everyone's more comfortable with each other, and it all comes with the culture.
yeah. No,
Yeah,
I totally agree. I think knowing each other in terms of personalities is quite important, isn't it? Because we're quite a small team, aren't we? Even though we
yeah,
do so much, but it's nice when we do have to, when we get that interaction, so that when we do work on a professional manner, like at least you understand how each other works as
yeah,
well. So yeah, so no, I think that's really, really important.
yeah,
So I guess the next question, explain what results only work environment means to you. So this is a bit of a motto for Sparks
yeah.
this year. So what does that mean to you?
So yeah, actually, this comes together with my previous point, which I mentioned that we're very productivity focused. So what I mean by that is, essentially we're just looking at the results. So we're not looking at the obviously you want to make sure the processes are right. But at the same time, if you can kind of streamline the processes, so we are looking at, for example, if it takes 5 hours to do something versus 3 hours to do something, and it's a lot faster, and you get the same results, you obviously want to take the 3 hour route, right? So when we look at results only work environment, I'm thinking that with what I've experienced in Sparkline, we're just looking at the best way to, or the most efficient way to get to a result. And to me, that would be the best way because you're not looking to bite your time by sit around, make sure that you're going for a 9 to 5 kind of job. You're essentially just looking to make sure that you're getting as much productivity in your workday as possible.
Mhm.
And then you can kind of take the little bit of time that you have saved in between sessions, and kind of do your own stuff. Like want to make a coffee. You might want to have a chat with your wife if you're at home, play with your dogs. One of
Or your
them is just sitting
pets?
beside me. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, many different opportunities to kind of reset a little
Yeah.
bit when you're put in a lot of time to getting that productivity, and I think that would be the focus of ROWE. Yeah,
Okay, cool. And what do you see as the opportunity for someone joining an agile consultancy like us, like Sparkline?
yeah,
Is there any aspects that you would say would be quite unique for to joining a company like ourselves?
yeah. Um, One thing for sure is you can have a lot of opportunities to learn. That's one thing I can tell you because When I first joined Sparkline, I would say I was kind of like it feels like I was a greenhorn. But having dealt with so many clients, with so many requests, so many tasks, uh, so much data to go through,
Mm,
you kind of just ease into the role,
yeah.
right? And you do that while having all the support in the world. So what I mean by that is being that the agile consultancy that we are, and with a team as tight knit as we have, it's easy to go to someone on essentially another department or another team to get the information that you need. Or you could be getting permissions, or um I would say not permissions, but like decision making
Mm,
stuff. You can get all those done, really quick. You don't have like red tapes. You don't have to worry about taking like 48 hours to get something back to you.
mm,
Everything is really quick. You get things done really fast, and at the same time, because things are being done so fast, you are also learning very fast on the job. So
yeah.
I think that's the great benefit of working with a consultancy like us.
Yeah, it's that exposure, isn't it? I
Yeah,
think you get exposed to quite a few different scenarios and um, different like colleagues and stakeholders and stuff like that, and clients as well, right?
yeah,
So I think that's a real key thing that I think we get over here at Sparkline.
yeah.
Cool. And I think the final question of the day, um, what are you most proud of whilst working at Sparkline?
Most proud of.
Mm,
I would think. Well, first thing I would say is being able to work with so many clients at once. So, and the point is that the clients that we work with are actually, Fortune 500 companies. And being that the size that we are, it's, pretty impressive that the kind of clients that we have.
yeah.
At the same time, it's a bit more taxing in the kind of work that you would have to do because of the clients that you're taking, but it's very fulfilling because the work that you do makes very big money decisions, right?
Mm,
And it really impacts organizations, and how um it might be changing their business processes, you might be changing their marketing objectives, you might be changing how they achieve those marketing objectives, and so on and so forth. You can actually see those tangible results.
mm.
Yeah. So, and I think that would be the a good thing. I mean, a great thing that my role allows me to do. And I'm kind of proud of being able to serve these clients in this manner. And hopefully I've been kind of doing a good job.
No, I'm sure you are. I'm sure you
Yeah.
have been. Oh, no, that's great, Kayden. I think that's a
Thank you.
really nice way to end our conversation today. And yeah, thank you again. Thank you so much for participating in our
You're
new
welcome.
series. Great chatting to you today. I know we always chat every day anyway, but on work context. So nice to kind of have a different conversation today. And yeah, thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, bye.
See you. Bye.